Really, and subscribing. Everyone is bliss. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Um, hit the notification bell that you listen to the readings land. And for your personal readings, all of the information is in the description box below. I just wanted to connect. Excuse me. See what April holds for you, what the things are for the wonders. Feel as though you are marveling at the things that have just appeared almost seamlessly out of nowhere. I think you're wondering how you've made it this far. I think you're giving yourself a pat on the back. Yeah, you're very hopeful. There is an optimism. I think even seeking more spirituality, I feel. I think the wonders are about just how, yeah, I think it's an excitement for the next part of the journey. I think you've learned something that has made things seem a little bit more easier for you. I like that, wonders. Wonders feel as though there was constant movement, constant growth. And I think this movement and constant growth is feeding into you really well. I feel like it's allowing the connection to the source divine. I feel like with this energy, it almost looks like an amethyst here, or even a rose quartz, it almost looks like, but I'm reading it as, an amethyst, the energy that we'll be using for the connection with the crown chakra, so that connection to divine. And I think that's where all the wonder and wow and how powerful I feel and how wonderful things are going. Like that's where you're at. If they're not quite there, then you will be probably much to happen or much that will be going on that you'll be marveling at, excited about, and kind of wanting to shout from the rooftops about what's going on with you. So it's really lovely. Let's see what message is behind. Chakras, or come up with the fourth chakra, the fifth chakra, sorry. And this is associated with our throat. So again, I wanted to shout things from the rooftops, tell your story, and let people know what has been going on with you, the wonders, the amazing things that have been happening in the background that you're excited about. I feel as though you have much to speak about. There's also someone that you need to have a conversation with to clear things up. I feel like there's a lot of emotions around it, and I think there's almost a nerves, but a underlying optimism that if you speak your truth, if you let it be known where your head's at, what you feel, and how you want to move forward, then things will kind of work out in your favor because we have the light. And it's wonderful to see this here because you are moving into a stage where things are illuminated to you. You are seeing the wood through the trees. You are seeing all the blessings happening alive in colour. And I feel as though it's connected to your optimism, your sense of wonder, and yeah, just want to see what's going to happen and to achieve, I think you're even surprised how things have gone. I think you marvel over how you've been able to get things done with the minimal amount of effort. And the energy is that the light energy is supporting you. You have the divine support. So the divine support is illuminating to you what needs to get done, when and where, so that you're working smarter, not harder. And I think it's even got you like, okay. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, awareness again. So I feel as though you are aware of the situation, you're aware of your talents, your skills, your abilities. And I feel like certain scenarios within the last, I would say, month has really illuminated to you, your areas that you must focus on. And I think the awareness being at the bottom of the deck is definitely about remembering that you are the great magician, that you hold everything that's necessary to get things done. So I'm really happy to see that. Go you. I want to find out what that means with the throat chakra energy as well. See what you spoke to about, or probably what you felt. So almost it feels what's going on in both space, what's been spoken about, or what needs to be discussed, or what's on the mind. We've got the Four of Cups. So I feel as though, there is some of you that want to have a communication with someone around, seeing all that is happening, like the blessings, the divine support. I've been of support to you. Don't forget how far we've come. Don't forget the support. Don't be looking for the grand, big, huge, grand gestures and not see the small, intricate things that have been put in your way in the first place. I think for some of you, it's like, don't look at what's not here, but rather look at what I have done. So I feel like that's the energy that you're speaking about, or what you want to speak to someone about. And also on the flip side of that, I also feel for some of you, this is you speaking to someone about seeing the blessings that they actually have. Maybe you're having to sort of reassure somebody that, hey, things are going pretty well for you. You're in a decent space. Look at how far you've come. And I feel like you're just looking at all of the things like, what's new? But actually, there are so many blessings that are coming to you on a regular basis, and I feel like you need to take stock of that, and I feel like you're speaking that into existence because you are now seeing it for yourself and starting to believe it for yourself. And I feel like in some of you, this is the real belief in self and your abilities at its finest right about now. So I'm really happy to see that, because it's almost as though, like, look, there's some mist here. Things are not clear. I feel as though we're moving out of the mist into more clearer waters. There is a lot of emotions here, but I feel like we're moving through that emotion so that we can streamline, speak what it is that we need to speak, manifest what it is that we need to manifest. But from a place where we're not looking at anything that's not here. So it's not from a lack mentality place. We've got the King of Cups, so definitely about taking your position, as a counterpart, as a partner, somebody who has emotional intelligence, someone who balances out, someone who balances out, the physical and the more emotional side of things. So there's a lot of emotions going on. We've got a lot of cups. So I feel as though a lot of the communication and a lot of the words of affirmation need to be centered around emotions and balancing that, having a command over, not sitting in it, feeling sorry for yourself or just in a lack mentality space, but rather moving into a space where you command it. You're able to balance this as you have an emotional intelligence, seeing things a little bit more deeper, being more compassionate to yourself and others in this time as well. So this is good. And then you've got the Fool. So I feel as though you are wanting to give advice on just taking leaps of faith. Just go ahead, throw caution to the wind. What are you so worried about? And I feel as though for you, Capricorn, you need to throw caution to the wind. And all this wonders energy, this wow, look at what's going on, look at what I can achieve, look at all the spiritual support that I have, and dive off the edge. knowing that you will land on your feet, and the journey itself is one of discovery, and one that is based around the excitement of a newness. So I'm loving that energy overall. So let's see what's going on with this light energy. So we know we're moving away from, stagnant energy around, stagnant energy around emotions, and being more open to seeing what else is out there, looking at the bigger picture, and looking at the big pictures illuminated by this light. Things are being shown to you, and if you're not there quite, you're going to see things move into a very, very neat and a very calm and loving space for you. So be open to all that is on offer, Capricorn. So I like what will be illuminated. What will be illuminated is what you need to go passionately move towards. You've got the Knight of Wands. This is someone who takes the actions, the inspired actions to make things happen. So I think of all the wonders, all the things that you can do. I think it's about speaking it into existence with that throat chakra energy. It's about recognizing what you have, what you don't, recognize what you have instead of what you don't have. That will lift your vibration. Emotional intelligence, when dealing with yourself and others, will support you feeling more higher vibrational when you are making these requests to the universe. It's always best when you're feeling great and the energy is high. And then we've got that fall energy where it's like throw caution to the wind, trust in the process, trust your ancestors, trust these spirit guides that they are moving you towards a place of fulfillment. So with this light energy, I feel as though we are moving from a space of not quite sure about how things are going to unfold or what actions to take next. But this Knight of Wands energy is really, really positive because it speaks about passionately moving towards what you want and taking action on new projects. And it also speaks of, I also feel like business ideas are coming into fruition. This is a great time to do that, by the way. In the next 2 weeks before the Mercury retrograde comes in, it'd be a great time to, get established with the things that you want to do. And I feel like it's that passionate energy. So establish the things that you want to establish now, so that in the next couple of weeks, when the Mercury retrograde does come in, that you are reviewing everything that has happened. I think you'll be reviewing all the wonders, all the things that have happened, all of the things that are illuminating to you, what you have been speaking about. We also have the Ten of Cups. So again, revealing to you what it is that you're working towards. Remember that it's about your wish fulfillment, about your contentment, about feeling happy and secure. There's a lot of cups again, but this is the Ten of Cups, and this Ten of Cups speaks about, your partnerships, children playing, stability, home, everything that you possibly could need. And that stems from the things that will be illuminated to you, because I feel like you haven't seen all that you can be. I feel as though you're playing it a bit small, and Divine's saying, no. Forge forward, make things happen, so that you can have your Ten of Cups. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, because you're moving away from this isolation energy, this lonely vibe, being on the outside, pressing up your face, looking in to everybody else's seemingly happy life. And not much is going on for you. You feel left out sometimes, isolated, detached sometimes from even reality, because we've got this stability here with the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles speaks to us about our the energy of feeling left out, isolated, not appreciated. So I feel what is being illuminated to you is the pursuit of your contentment is where it's at, and passionately moving towards it is what is being illuminated to you, so that you can move away from this more lesser energy that is not supporting you in the slightest. In fact, it's messing with your mental self-image. Okay, so yes, I can see the movement. We are getting somewhere, so keep going. So let's get some advice. Hold on a minute before I go on to that. I need to look at what's going on with love for you. What's going on with love and relationship. That was so thinking, you may be on someone's mind. So someone is thinking about you, and I feel as though sometimes you don't really think about the fact that although someone might not be around you, they may not ring you all the time, um, but you are in somebody's thoughts. They are, you are in their mind, and they are wanting the best for you. They are pushing out good vibes of love and compassion. But I feel sometimes it's all of cups energy of nothing much ain't going on. It's the same on the same. Sometimes means that you don't get the fullest expression of how the fullest experience of people sometimes, and this isolated, not getting what you want energy and feeling, not stable in your relationships is kind of what comes up. Yeah, for some of you, yeah, you need to remember that other people are thinking about you. You are worth thinking about. You are extremely lovable. We've got triangle. Evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. And then for some of you, you are in this love triangle and you need to work out what it is that you want to do and who is the one for you. Some of you are playing the field and enjoying it. As long as everybody involved is fully aware of what's going on, and that nobody is being deceived, then good, live your life, do you, but definitely this is cautioning you to actually decide now. So start looking at what's been illuminated to you, who's come into your life, for what reason, and how are they feeling, how are they supporting the fulfillment of this contentment, this Ten of Cups energy working towards that. How do they fit into that? We also have resolutions, strive for harmonious solutions. So for those who are dealing with this feeling left out energy, and we have something that needs to be spoken about, I feel as though if there is any arguments or any disagreements, then there are resolutions coming, and you have to strive for it. It's not going to just fall into your lap. You're going to have to possibly at certain points be the bigger person, or at points really just speak your truth and let it be known, so that not holding back so much that the other person don't know exactly what's going on with you. So the resolution will happen in the fact that you push forward, speak your truth, make it be known what it is that you require and what you're willing to give in this situation, and there will be a peaceful resolution on the horizon. And then lastly, we have make a wish. I feel as though with this wonders energy, I feel as though you are starting to believe actually that if I speak it, if I live it, if I feel as if it's for me, I can wish it into existence, I can manifest it, I can have all that I want. And you're being asked to make a wish, speak to the source divine, speak to the universe about what it is that you want from your relationships, what you want from your career, what you want for your stability, and watch things fall into place. It's a lovely energy. So let's get some advice from the spirit animals. Seeing this so much for watch and wait, seahorse spirit. So I think we are in a space where it's like, watch what happens when you take the action and just wait. Just wait. You're going to be so surprised at the outcomes when you take the actions that you're divinely led to take. Watch and wait and see what happens. I love that. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Exactly. See the big picture. Do not be limited by any old doubts or old thought patterns or old way of doing things. See the bigger picture, that yes, you may feel as though, you know, you finished a certain chapter and, you know, this is how your life's going to look now. But it shows that there is more. Things are going to be illuminated to you. You're no longer going to need to be isolated or alone. That's not what's for you. You've got this Ten of Cups. There is family, stability, oneness, love, harmony that's there. And it's about you taking passionate action towards those things when it comes up. You know, not taking the back seat, but rather taking, you know, the leaps of faith, you know, with this emotional intelligence and really looking at the blessings that are all around you, Capricorn. I love that. And then we have chameleon spirit, act as if. So maybe in this moment you may not feel all of this positivity. You may still be in this Five of Pentacles energy, you know, and they're saying act as if you've already got what it is that you want. You know, act as if you are already rich, or act as though you already made it, so that you have an energy that's high vibrational, and then it will bring more of that energy towards you. We have a Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Exactly, be fearless and bold. Yeah, be fearless and bold in your expressions, in your interactions, in your in all of your connections. Okay, and then you've got Dove spirit, be peace. So be peace, all is well. You know, I know there's lots that you need to speak about, lots that you feel, but be peace, knowing that it's all illuminating to you so that you can deal with it. You know, speak it, deal with it. And then we've got Fox spirit, think on your feet. So there's going to be times where you need to think on your feet. This is not a time where you can pre-plan for how many months or weeks. This is about, right, the situation has happened today, right now, and what do I do in this moment? And you take the inspired action, you know, and I think that is another thing that makes you marvel and be like, wow, you know, that wonders energy. Wow. And I was able to deal with that in a really seamless way. And then we've got Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So again, I said it's not about this isolation, it's not about this one-up energy. It's time to collaborate. There is definitely some business ventures that you haven't yet really looked at because you're seeing yourself as only being alone. But with this magician energy that you've got here, speaking your truth, the Fool being here as well, which is all about taking leaps of faith. Yes, time to collaborate. So my lovely Capricorns, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But definitely take the inspired action in this time. It's a great season in which to get things done and to start. So when Mercury retrograde comes in, we are able then to get into review mode. If we haven't made any positive actions or any actions at all, then what are we reviewing? And I think that will bring up some more frustrations that you don't need. So my lovelies, please like, share, subscribe and comment, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be up to times when the new readings land. Also, for your personal readings, all the information is in the description box below. I look forward to connecting. Take care.